All righty, fellas. We got another episode. Is it 24? Kobe?
I believe so. 24?
I believe it's
Yeah.
episode
I
24.
believe it's 24.
All righty. Episode 24 of the 214 Sports Show. Everything Dallas sports right here. All you need. Every Thursday morning at 9, 10, 11 a.m. We really don't have a time. You know, we do good, man. We still upload consistently every week, so that's what matters. So we have Joseph Duffy and Courtney Machani with me here today, as every week. We're going to start off first segment of the day on today's date of Dallas sports history. This one, not too significant in the grand scheme of things, but just like a fun little game, I guess. February 1st, 2020, right before COVID hit. The Dallas Mavs, someone found that real funny. The Dallas Mavs defeat the Atlanta Hawks 123-100 at American Airlines Center with a roster that was without Porzingis and Luka at the time. They were both injured. Brunson scored 27 points and 8 assists. Dorian Finney-Smith added 22 points, and Maxi Kleber also had 18. The team also made 23s. They shot over 50% from deep, and they propelled their record to 30-19 on the season. The Hawks suck. They're like 13-37.
I don't remember this game at all. I don't think. I mean, this is right before they suspended the season for COVID. It looks like.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't remember anything about this game at all. Of course, it's around the same usual suspects on this team, but Dorian Finney-Smith is gone. Maxi
basically
he's on his way.
We don't need to talk about it.
He's on his way. Jalen Brunson. Do we miss Brunson yet? Are we going to concede that yet?
Oh, of course, but I mean, you look at what we have now. I mean, come on.
Yeah,
it's like you had to upgrade. You kind of did in a sense. I don't know. People will have different opinions on that. But
sure.
All right. You guys want to move on to the trivia?
Shall we?
Y'all ready for trivia? All right. So the trivia I got today is what team, since Luka scored 73 points just a couple days ago, what team does Luka Doncic have the highest points per game average against? And this one's, I guess, I don't want to say it's a surprise, but I'll give a clue real quick. It's an Eastern Conference team, and they're not a playoff team right now. That's all I'll say.
Okay. Are we answering this right now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh,
give me the answers right now.
Can I look at the standings, or is that cheating?
No,
you can look at the standings. I don't care. All right. I mean, this is. I guarantee you, he's probably going to get it wrong anyways.
Oh man.
His career. I think the career high average is 35.3 points per game. By the way, that's the career average against this team.
Wait, are we talking
he's trying to trick us. I know it is.
Like playing or like.
No, they're legit not a playoff team. Right?
Okay, all right. I let you guys see the standings. No more. All right, they're not a playoff team as of right now.
I got it.
I have a feeling I know who it is.
I think I do too.
All right, go ahead.
It's got to be the Hawks. It's got to be the Hawks.
Nah,
the Hawks.
He's trying to trick us. He's trying to trick us.
It's the Raptors.
The Raptors?
Yeah.
I think it's the Raptors.
Harley plays the Raptors.
I'll give y'all one more guess. All right, the Hawks is a good guess, but he's actually kind of struggled against the Hawks beforehand. I was actually the lowest points per game average that he had before 73 points was against Atlanta.
That's crazy.
Come on, man.
It actually didn't propel him all the way up to first. There's another team he always dominates.
Wait.
It's not okay.
Always dominates. They're not a playoff team. Always dominate.
Are you guessing Detroit?
No, I'm not guessing.
I'm gonna guess the Wizards. Who are the Wizards?
The Wizards make sense.
We've been taking some L's against the Hornets recently. Well, at least last season. I don't know about this year, but I'm gonna go with the Wizards.
Who are you going with?
I'm gonna go with Wizards. Yeah, I'm gonna go with it.
I guess you can't have shit in Detroit. It was the Pistons.
Oh, freak! I knew it. Oh,
I don't remember any Luka games against the Pistons, which is funny. I don't think about any game.
I really don't either. That's a fair point. I really don't either. I was actually really surprised to see it was the Pistons, but I mean, if you think about it, we probably haven't lost to the Pistons since Luka's been on the team. Being realistic, we've probably dominated them. I don't know. Well, it makes sense in hindsight. It was a surprise, I guess. I didn't want to say it was a surprise because I felt like it was, kind of give it away a little bit, but whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever, all right. So, anyways, I want to say before we start getting into the Mavericks, the Stars, and the Cowboys, that's the three main talk points that we'll have today, that we're going to have a packed show. This is going to be a lot of fun. We're going to play some Pirtle before we get into the Mavericks. Let's see, share the screen. Y'all ready?
Y'all's favorite game. DFW's favorite game.
I love this, man. Pirtle. I love this. Pirtle. All right. Who are we guessing? Can we guess the White Owl? 1-0 in the goggle era.
Let's do it.
Come on.
Thaddeus Young.
What about Donis? What about Donis?
He's down the league. I didn't know
Donis.
Thanasis, bro. Oh my gosh.
Thanasis. Thaddeus Young. Is he still in the league? I mean, it's someone.
I just found out. I thought he was retired, bro. He's still putting up numbers.
Give him respect, man. He was in that one graphic with
that one graphic. I know exactly what you're talking about.
That one graphic.
I just saw that graphic for the first time. I had never seen that graphic in my life until like a few days ago. That's insanity.
All right. We can't guess him because it's someone younger.
Trey Jones.
Someone in the East. Trey Jones.
No. He's on the Spurs.
Jalen Brunson.
Oh,
not a bad guess.
A Nick guard.
Someone under the number 11. Pretty up there in age. Ooh.
Taller than 6'2".
Why is this tough? It's not Evan Fournier's older, right?
And Evan Fournier makes sense.
I feel like it might be Evan Fournier. I don't think he's that young, though. I thought he was older. But I could see it being Fournier.
He's definitely older than 27, but I thought he was older than 31, though.
Do we want to guess Fournier?
Yeah, Fournier makes the most sense.
What? I knew he was a little older. 31. He's 13?
I don't know these Nick Roll players.
Ooh, I know, right?
RJ's gone. Quickly's gone.
Does Josh Hart count as a guard? I don't think Josh Hart is 28.
Oh, he counts as a guard and forward.
Josh,
I would try that.
I
think Josh.
I would try that. He's older than 27, too.
Because he's 3. He's 3, yeah.
Josh Hart makes 3.
Let's go. What a call.
I feel it.
Jalen Brunson's best friend.
Not bad. Still Luka. I wish, man.
I got a picture of him at the airport. With him at the airport.
When was that?
Right after draft night. He was just sitting there all alone, bro. Nobody recognized him. But I did. Took a picture of him with my
casuals, man.
What, a Cowboy? It was some kind of Cowboys jersey. I don't know who it was, but I can't believe he's wearing like his glasses, had a little low top fade, and nobody like even knew who he was. It was crazy. You would think that somebody would at least like talk to him. Maybe
he's a former national champion.
Yeah.
He's like
player of the year.
He's like 6 foot or something. Yeah, he's not that tall.
Yeah, that's true.
He was just sitting there all alone. He was all tired too.
He's sad, man. He's not doing that in New York. I'll tell you that.
He's showing more personality these days.
Yeah,
I love it. He used to be very dry.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I don't know. He was kind of cool. He started the vibes are immaculate. I remember he started that. Immaculate. Whenever
we still say that
playoff run. Yeah, we do. I mean, kind of stuck.
Hey, I
missed that Western Conference playoff run so bad, man.
Oh, that was a time of my life, man.
Oh my god,
time of my life.
That team was cooking.
I'll never forget that. I went to Game 3 of Golden State. I always went to Game 3 of Phoenix, but I went to Game 3 of Golden State, and that was so depressing. I saw Jester the Laser outside of the arena.
He's a Warriors fan, right? Or is he a Pistons fan?
He's a Clippers. Clippers. I told him he fell off.
Oh my god. You did. No, you did.
I did.
You actually told him that?
I was like, he was like, what? Like, I was like, I used to watch you a lot. He was like, used to, like, damn, what happened? I was like, you kind of fell off my, like, recommendations. But I didn't say recommendations. I just said, you kind of fell off. And
it's one of them heat of the moment things you say that you want to take back.
No, dude. I mean, like, respect the gesture, man. But like,
Man,
who
stand
cares,
on
man?
business. Oh
Who cares,
man,
Dude, if I was
Who
just, I would do
cares?
a band at you. I would just say,
wow.
all right.
Yeah, I would say it again,
Wait,
honestly.
oh
Sometimes I need to be
man,
humbled.
oh
Yeah.
man, tj
Yeah.
Krillowitz.
Hey,
Wow.
YouTube. All right, so let's
Joe
get
shot
into the
strikes
main
on
talk
this.
real quick.
Am I instigating?
So it's gonna be hard to do this podcast without mentioning Luka Doncic's 73 points against the Atlanta Hawks. I believe that was Friday night.
It was.
Sixth most in NBA history, tied for sixth most, tied for fifth most, something like that. And what makes it even better is that Devin Booker scored 62 on the same night, and nobody really talked about it because of Luka.
Mm.
I think that's crazy. I think that's so funny, man.
It's pretty funny. But
So
I just gotta say, oh, go ahead. I thought you were handing.
No. You got it. Go ahead.
I was
Take
just
the
gonna
mic.
say, what a weekend of scoring around the association, bro. I mean, seems like there's no defense anymore. I hate to be that guy because I want to appreciate the NBA, but man, like, I don't want to hate on Luka, but that defense in that game was insanity. He still put up 73. They had an opportunity to stop him.
Y'all see that clip where they just literally just let him run to the hoop for the layup? Oh my god!
What
bro.
in the world? The whole league is cooked. Like, what is this?
I don't think defense has gotten worse. All right, I think the offense is just
at a premium. You're right. Yeah,
offense is just at its height. It's at its peak.
But man, props to Luka Doncic, always putting this team on his back. 73 points, the most in the league since Wilt's supposed 100. Oh well, technically, Kobe's closest since Kobe's 80-point game.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would like to think there's some proof that would show up for that 100-point game. I don't think we're ever gonna get it though. But Luka Doncic, what a performance in that game! It's a shame it had to be that close in the end. When he put up 73 points, you usually hope that it's not a close game in the end. But Devin Booker, that's 2 losses now, scoring 60+ points. If you remember, he had 70 points in Boston on those Isaiah Thomas Celtics teams.
Yep.
And lost that game. And they just lost again with 60+ in this recent game on the same night as Luka's 73. So for this Mavs team, we know what Luka can do. It's just that it's a problem seeing how we can't separate ourselves more in the fourth quarter. When someone's dominating, when either Luka or Kyrie are dominating, it's just hard to watch sometimes. But I'm glad we can at least say we've won a good amount of our last few games, even though we had a rough game against Phoenix last week.
We've definitely had that second half comeback against Orlando Monday night, which was they were down 16 at half, giving up 77 points at halftime.
Yeah, it went down to the wire. Yeah.
So I mean, we are down to the wire team. We're actually the most clutch team in the NBA as of right now. Actually,
that's crazy.
As of clutch stats, I believe it's when it's a 5-point game within 5 points with 5 minutes left. We have the best record when we are in that situation.
Wait, 5 points within 5 minutes in a 5-minute game?
Situation.
That is so specific. That's insanity. Yeah. I like that though. That's a cool stat.
Yeah, that's a good stat.
I would never think of
it's
though.
Specific. So I want to talk about Luka Doncic again. Just mention the 73 points. We kind of got off track with the Mavs and their struggles, which is very easy to do. But Jason Kidd recently said that Luka Doncic is in the atmosphere of MJ, LeBron, and Kobe. I'm gonna leave it to y'all. What do y'all want to say about that? All right.
How are you shaking your head? How are you shaking your head?
He also said he's already better than Dirk. He added that.
I saw that. He said he's better than Dirk in the realm of MJ. That was an interesting way he phrased that. That is such a weird way to phrase that.
It was very interesting,
but I mean, look at the stats. I mean, he's about to. It's gonna take a while for him to reach 30K. He's got to be, in his years 18-20 season like Dirk was. But man, maybe he can get even faster. The rate he's going at. This dude's averaging 30 points a game. Just stay healthy. And he's done it.
Listen, too many games.
Yeah, but I mean, Luka, I think it's time we start having some big time talks about him like this. I mean, look at those. MJ, LeBron,
I agree, man.
Look at the stats. I know it sounds crazy, but man, like he has superseded everybody's expectations for his career. Not a single person thought he'd be doing what we're doing now, what he's doing now. So I think he can be in the realm right now. I think he is in the atmosphere of these greats because, dude, I mean, it's masterful to see what this guy is doing. He's the first player, I believe, to have multiple 40 and 15 games in a career. That is insane. So I think he's there already. It's time to start having a talk.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
they think it having it, man. But for me, I think first of all, when Luka did get drafted over when we did the Trae Young trade, I always preferred Luka over Trae Young, just because I was like, oh, another European on the team, this has to go well. So I already had high hopes for Luka, and yeah, like you said, he did supersede all our expectations.
What happened to Porzingis?
You know what? I actually thought that was the championship team.
I did
too.
Team,
Everybody did.
That was the trade.
I thought that was the trade, man. But he didn't like it here. He hated it here. If you don't like
Carlisle's fault. It's not really.
Yeah, it was really.
It's not really Dallas's fault.
Luka didn't even like Rick Carlisle like that either, so it's unfortunate. But I say Luka in the realm of MJ and LeBron. I guess you can have those conversations. I mean, man, it's those are like the top two though. So it's like, are we putting Luka that high already at this age? It's kind of
Kobe.
crazy.
You missed Kobe.
I think I said what I said on purpose.
But I mean, go ahead, TJ.
Well, I mean, I 100% agree with you, Joe. I think people are gonna hate. People are gonna hate, but I don't think. I mean, he's been great since day one. He hasn't had a bad season, and I mean, speaking from a viewpoint, if you look at teams, Luka's just in his sixth season right now. He's gone to the Western Conference Finals. When you look at MJ, he took what, like 7-8 years before he went to the finals, and won his first finals. LeBron, he went to his finals in his fourth year, but it took him 9 years in a super team to win it. And then it also took, Kobe's kind of an exception. He won in like his fourth year, I believe, but he had prime Shaq with him. But I mean, the point is that championships take time, Players take time to mature to the NBA playoffs, and Luka's done a damn good job of maturing with the NBA playoffs. He's one of the best players historically in the playoffs. I think he has success in his future. And I don't know if it's in the realm of MJ and LeBron, Kobe maybe. But, I mean, it's going to be there eventually, I believe. That is definitely that's his, the sky right there. The ceiling, yeah. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
It's like Timmy D's like the only one that really came out the gate and started winning championships. Most people don't realize that it actually takes time to win a championship, and that's the issue with our ring culture today. Is that if Luka does not end up with I know, right? I had to go on a tangent real quick, man. If Luka don't end up with at least 3 or so, he's not gonna get put in that conversation.
Ring culture, I like that. I could talk about that all day.
Ring culture, yeah.
The Mavericks need to build a team around him immediately. I feel like they need to do it immediately.
I'm glad we finally got Derek Lively. He's really starting to make a difference for this team. I just wish we had just one more guy like him. I know it's going to be probably your next question, TJ, but we've been missing that physicality on this team like Derek Lively for a while, and I like what I'm seeing.
Look at this guy previewing the outline for us.
I had to look ahead. I was about to answer your question. I was about to start saying stuff, but I got to let you ask it first.
So, I mean, and I'm going to talk about this a little bit on Crossfire too. I mean, we need a trade target, all right? Bottom line, I think this team right now, you have 2 generational talents on your team. Luka Doncic, we just talked about him being in the realm of MJ and LeBron. All right. And you have Kyrie Irving, all-star starter last year. We know what he's done. You got one of the best duos in the NBA, and we're a play-in team. We missed the playoffs last year. We obviously need to make a move. There's no way if we don't make a move, we risk the chance of not making the playoffs again or being a play-in team. So I want to ask y'all, what are some trade targets that y'all see in the market right now we could go snatch, maybe go make a run in April and May? And maybe June.
For me, it has to be a forward. So it's got to be. This is crazy. You may laugh at it, but I'm going to say Kyle Kuzma. And I like him where he can score. He's lengthy.
I'm not even going to laugh at that bullshit, man. Come on. Kyle Kuzma, dude.
He's serviceable. There's nobody in the trade block, bro. I thought we were going to get Siakam. He's out of here. I mean, Siakam's now moved to Indiana. I mean, I don't know any more other forwards. Like, we can't get a guard. We don't need any more guards. That's the last thing we need. But I mean, Kyle Kuzma, huh?
Has Siakam been doing good? This is just a random. Siakam done good in Indiana so far or not?
I mean, from what I've seen, he's been all right. I haven't seen.
They're winning games too.
Off the charts, they're winning games. Yeah. Kuzma, he's not a crazy rebounder, but he'd be a nice, third option on the squad who can at least score the basket. So I mean, he's not a crazy, glass cleaner, but I think we have that in Lively. I don't need my power forward to get, 13, 14 rebounds a game. As long as Lively is down there along with him. Kyle Kuzma brings some athleticism down low, and at least he can have a nice shot from, deep at least. I know he's not having a phenomenal shooting year efficiently, but I think he can turn up for us when Luka gives him open looks and when Kyrie also gives open looks. We have great ball handlers. I wouldn't mind him here. It sounds crazy, but there's not a lot of good forwards on the market right now, so.
It would be pretty crazy. I mean, I would assume Tim Hardaway Jr. would be part of the trade if Kyle Kuzma came here, but could you imagine a team with Tim Hardaway Jr. and Kyle Kuzma together?
This time, math nasty. That's so nasty. I would say, for me, this is going to sound crazy, right? I got 3 options here. I got the realistic option, right? The realistic option is probably going to be Jeremiah Grant. Like Joe said, there's not really a lot of forwards on the trade market. There's not anyone on the trade market at all, honestly. So I'd say Jeremiah Grant, he's been in trade talks pretty much ever since he got to Portland. Portland obviously is a big of a team. If they want to dump people off, they can get – his contract is insane for no reason. I don't know why he has that contract. But he's still a serviceable player. I mean, we could probably we have to give Tim Hardaway and stuff. But I think the positive outweigh negatives. I think he can still serve for a playoff team. Now, the little crazier option – I know this doesn't sound crazy. This is not as crazy as Kyle Kuzma, in my opinion. But PJ Washington, right? PJ Washington.
Get this dude out of here, bro. He wants to have the homecoming tour coming back to DFW. No.
Listen, I thought he was going to say Miles Bridges.
Oh, my God.
Ain't that crazy, man. PJ just had 43
He's on the market.
That was a crazy performance.
I think PJ is exactly what this team would need to, stretch the floor a little bit more than they already can. He's a big body. We need big bodies, and he can also rebound. Now, the team and culture that he's on is terrible. So, I feel like if he came to this team, we have to, transform him to 360%. But I think PJ Washington would be a serviceable player, and like you said, homecoming. And now my third craziest option is Al Williamson. Look.
What?
No, hear me out.
Listen. Give me the trade.
This is crazy.
Give me the trade.
I haven't looked at the trade machine yet, right? Okay, so I don't know how the money will work, but I feel like they could make it happen. It'd be like some first round picks. You probably have to give up some max contracts. But look. He said his favorite city was what? He said his favorite city was Dallas.
He was looking at his lips and said Dallas.
You're right.
That Pelicans team, I feel like they're done with Zion. I feel like they know that they're not really going to go nowhere with Zion. I think everyone in the league and the Pelicans know that Zion needs to change the scenery. Now, he just signed that contract, so he's not going to leave. I know everyone wants him to go to New York, but he might not get to New York. I think Dallas is the second best option for him. I think that's where he'll want to come if he had the option to. I think he's going to be – I think they're going to shock us. I think it's going to be like when the DeMarcus Cousins randomly got traded or when, these stars randomly get traded. I think that's going to be shocking. I think Zion's going to get traded in these next couple of years. I think that's going to be like a competitor. That's my 3 options.
TJ looks like he just listened to some blasphemy, bro.
I mean, look, man, Zion. Look, if we want to trade for Zion, I mean, theoretically, it would have to be like 3 first-round picks at least, because that's what Siakam got.
And they're getting Kyrie.
And then you got to get Derek Lively. Derek Lively's gone. Who else? I mean, you
Josh Green.
Kyrie. Josh Green's definitely out of there. Jaden Hardy.
Okay, I don't know about Lively.
I don't know, man.
Lively,
some of the, like, I don't know, man. Jason
Kyrie.
Give him Jason
Kyrie personally for Zion.
No, I wouldn't either.
Kyrie, Luka, and Zion would go crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
You would have to make it that big 3. You don't trade for Zion and trade Kyrie.
Just to trade Kyrie.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm going to go with some realistic options here. Some options that are kind of like people who don't like genuinely care about, casuals wouldn't know. But, we have some pretty good people that could make some differences. That could put us over the hump. One of them that I want to highlight is Denny Avdia. Avdia? Avdia?
Avdija.
Avdija?
The
Denny
Israeli.
He
What?
It's just crazy that he just like.
I know what he means. I know what he means. Is for. I didn't mean it that way. I just want to point out his nationality. He's Israeli.
Look,
he is.
Look, so he's he was a lottery pick 4 years ago. All right, he is only 23 years old. He's averaging 12 points per game right now, shooting 40% from the line, or not from the line. That would be awful. 40% from three-pointer. Let's see if I had anything else. I mean, he's shooting 50% from the field right now, still averaging 12.5 points per game, remind you. Averaging 6 rebounds a game, too. Somebody that could get some good 3-and-D presence for this team is something that we really need. Good rebounding, of course. We always have problems with rebounding. So that's somebody every year. Another person I had was Patrick Williams of Chicago, another young 3-and-D player. He's been shooting really well from 3. I think he's had kind of an off year from 3 this year, but genuinely speaking, he's been about 37, 38% from 3. Averages 10 points per game this year on a bad Bulls team. Doesn't rebound that much as much as Denny Avdia, but is a good defensive player. Can help our wing depth, obviously. And then the last one is kind of more the obvious answer that people have been talking about, which is Andrew Wiggins. He's having a really bad year this year compared to his other seasons. Having a bad year shooting the 3. He's usually better about 30, just like Patrick Williams, probably about 37, 38%. He's shooting about 31% this year. But, I mean, the Warriors' offense is just dry. It's just like watching Steph Curry run around for 20 seconds and then, him throwing up a shot basically at this point. They don't have a really good sustainable offense right now. So, I mean, I could see Wiggins succeeding in Dallas. I think Luka is a perfect player to play with. He played really well with Curry for a long time. Luka, kind of a good facilitator, kind of like Curry in a sense, just more usage rate, obviously, for Luka. So I could see him working well with Luka. I think he can have a revival with the Mavericks, possibly. If not, it's still a good 13 points per game. That'd still be 4th on our team in scoring anyways. And so, I mean, it would still be helpful scoring regardless and helpful defense. He's an athletic defender. So, and he kind of locked down Luka in the playoffs in 2020 or 2022. Sorry.
No, he was balling the entire playoffs.
He was.
Good Lord.
He played really good. I was at the game where he posterized Luka.
That poster was insane.
Act like that didn't happen, though. Let's please act like that didn't happen. That was
just our luck, man.
That was bad. That was really bad. Stinker. All right. So before we move on, I just want to get real quick. Just want to talk about the Magic game because I thought that was a really good game. That we won't be able to see the Minnesota game before this episode gets up. We do know that Luka, Kyrie, and Derek Lively are all out. Tim Hardaway Jr. is going for 50. But I do want to say, impressive performance by the Mavericks. Really good performance. We had Luka Doncic and Dwight Powell provide 45 points for our team. They combined for 45 points. Tim Hardaway Jr. had 36 points. Derek Lively, 20 points, 11 rebounds. And Jaden Hardy, how about that? 8 for 9, 20 points, 7 assists off the bench.
Awesome. Talk about Derek Lively, man. What a performance. I think it was his new career high for points. Yeah. But it's awesome for him to see him developing this well. This team was having a rough first half. And like you said, they, made a haste and tried to have a nice comeback and fulfilled it late in the last few stages. Almost let it go through their fingers again, but glad to see this clutch team pull through. And Derek Lively, I just can't wait to see what he can be in at least 3 and 4 years because I did not expect this, to be honest with you. We had our predictions a few weeks ago about our grades for our first-round picks and second-round picks. I didn't think he progressed this well. I think I gave it, like a B- or something like that?
Yeah.
I got to look back at that. He's he's definitely upgraded to.
I think he gave it worse. I think y'all were pretty pessimistic. I think y'all were pretty pessimistic.
I was.
I think I said B plus.
I think then if you said B plus, I said C then. Right?
I think so.
I said something. You were appalled. And
yeah, I guess was.
Justifiably so, because Derek Lively has been playing out of his mind since he's at least been healthy. I almost thought he'd be hurt last night again, but he played pretty well again. Love to see this Mavs team cooking. Hope they can build a streak.
Mavs 1-0 in the Dwight Powell goggle era. All right.
Man, talking about a streak.
We would not be doing this.
That's a disgusting stat.
We will be doing this. We will 100%. It's time to start a dialogue.
Wait, why is he wearing goggles anyway?
Yeah, what was that?
It was a publicity stunt. It had to be.
He had to get the people talking.
He had to get some. He had to turn the tide. It was like, it was like a PR stunt.
He had to get that plus 1,000 fans before they get him out there, out of there in the trade block. My GM, I'm about to get him out of there though. Don't worry, I'm the GM of the Mavs now.
9 plus 1,000 fans for changing.
1,000 fans.
Nasty, man.
He's appealing to the fans.
Oh man,
disgusting, man. Disgusting.
God,
talking about
not bad. Not bad.
You played well. You played well. I won't hate.
All right. We'll move on to the Dallas Stars, though. Dallas Stars.
Let me just say something real quick. Hold on.
Go ahead.
I had a stat, actually. I just want to say this.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Derek Lively grabbed 25% of the Dallas Mavericks rebounds.
That's insanity.
I just want to add on to Joe's point. That's a crazy stat. Now I don't even want to go into it no more. I feel like we going to Dallas Stars now, but I just want to say that he grabbed 25% of rebounds.
I think he dropped. I think he had more than 25%.
That's crazy.
If you look at the big men, none of the big men was rebounds to Derek Lively, man. But I might take back my whole comment about Zion Williamson. But Zion Williamson also could have grabbed 11. Just saying.
Kyle Kuzma could also partake if he were to
come.
No.
I would have stopped that right there. Right there.
Y'all ain't ready. He's a fantasy machine, though. I'll have y'all know that. He is a fantasy monster.
I can't believe you play fantasy basketball.
It's worth it if you...
I can't do that.
It keeps me engaged.
I'm not committed like that.
You could have him one day off where you just don't have your lineup set every now and then, but if you do, it'll cost you.
Yeah, just missing a couple days, I get demotivated, and then I just take the whole year off after that.
You think basketball is crazy? I also play fantasy baseball. Now that's insanity.
That's insane. Yeah, that's too much time on your hands.
You got to set it for the week, bro, in case you mess it up. You got to have it set.
All right.
You play fantasy hockey, bro?
TJ, you have to play fantasy hockey. There's no way. I'm actually shocked by that.
No, dude.
I would think you play fantasy hockey.
No, I'm not a big. I can't do fantasy unless it's football. It's just too much time. I'm not gonna. I don't know, dude. I'm not a big fan of fantasy other than football.
They had to take Gretzky out of the game. I read when he was in his prime, because he was just so unstoppable in fantasy. He was pretty much unfair. If you had him, he won the league.
Damn,
something crazy like that.
I mean, obviously, he kind of is like the undisputable GOAT of NHL hockey. Like, he scored the most goals.
That Lemix guy is pretty good. Patrick Lemix. I think that's his name, like Patrick Lemix or something. Hold on.
Doing too much. Lemix.
Oh, bro, it's not Lemix. Hold on. Hold on. I'm finna find it, bro.
What you know about Brett Hull, Courtney?
Mario
Lemieux.
Yeah, Mario Lemieux. Yeah, I thought he
Montreal
was
Canadiens.
No, I don't know. I know it's risky. But I heard Mario.
No, Linux, man. He was a great player for Edmonton for a long time.
Yeah.
No.
Courtney don't know about Brett Hull.
I'm joking.
Who?
He don't know about Brett Hull. The legend. That boy said who?
Am I supposed to hold on?
Read up, young buck.
Young buck.
H-O-L-E?
H-U-L-L.
H-U-L-L.
Stars Blues legend. He don't know about him.
Mm-hmm.
won us the Stanley Cup in 1999.
Yeah, some people say it's controversial. I say they can puck off. But
The only person I know
anyways,
about Madonna.
while you research this, Brett, I'm going to get into the Stars talk finally. They're going into the All-Star break right now, and let me pull up the rankings real quick. I want to just kind of go into a first half kind of recap. I mean, they had a really good first half. I'm not going to lie. Being on top of the Central Division would have been better. They're sitting at 49 games played, 66 points, only one game behind the Avalanche. Probably shouldn't have lost that overtime game to them early in January. And also the Jets, they played 2 less games and only 1 point behind us, so they're technically in front of us. They've lost 3 games straight, though, kind of surprising. But, I mean, right now, I just want to say, and I've said it many, 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 many times, this is the most complete Stars team that they've had. I think this is kind of just I feel like we have every storyline that we need for a Stanley Cup Finals run. We have the young stars, the young emerging stars. You have Jason Robertson. You have Rope Hentz, who's kind of a little bit, older, on the older side. He's about 6th, 7th season in now. And of course, Miro Heiskanen. And then you also have kind of the emerging, kind of role players that can become stars eventually. You have Thomas Harley now, 12 goals, 2 games in a row where he's had overtime game winners for the Stars now, heading into the break. He's become such an emerging, great defensive player for us this year. You also have Wyatt Johnston. Who's became a great goal scorer for us now. I believe he's 4th on our team in goals scored right now. And then you also have kind of the revival seasons. Sagan's had a great season so far for us. And you also have Matt Duchene, who, we took a flyer with him, 1-year contract, and now he's become one of our best players, one of our best players in points-wise. I think he's 3rd. He's first in game-winning goals for us at 5, I think. 5? I can't remember. He's 5th in the league, though, in game-winning goals right now. So, I mean, you got that. You also have, the veteran leadership. You have everybody's favorite, Captain America, 39-year-old Joe Pavelski, who's still doing amazing, still scoring a lot of goals on the power play. You also have Jamie Benn, our captain, who's been the captain for the Stars for quite a while now, getting up there in age, not too much in productivity, but, he's still there to give the leadership. And then you also have, a great goalie. In Ottinger. You have all the storylines. Ottinger hasn't looked too good this year. He's still an all-star nevertheless, and he's also, he's also done pretty good in the playoffs. Not too well against Vegas last year, but overall been pretty good in the playoffs his career-wise. So, I mean, you got a team that's, that looks set to make a Stanley Cup run, and you make a couple moves at the deadline, and you might have I believe this team has another chance to make a run. They always seem to do well in the playoffs. I feel like the Stars are one of those teams where I can never, they're the only Dallas team where I feel like they don't lead me to disappointment every year. They always find me they always give me, they always give me
sweet moment of solace.
And when they lose, it's like, okay, they kind of had it coming, they're still, they still ended somehow on a good note. Somehow, they always find a way. Last year, but they still did have, a comeback attempt. They're down 3-0, won the next 2 games. So I mean, that's what I gotta say about the Stars. Do I have anything else to really say? Not really, actually. I mean, I could talk about the Capitals game a little bit. I thought it was pretty funny to see Ovechkin ruin the game for the Capitals and finally go down there and skate for a second game-winning goal. I actually didn't watch too much of it. I think the Stars, but I did watch the last end of the game where we were up 4-2 and gave up 2 goals to make it go into overtime, which is just so typical. So typical. I hate when hockey teams get defensive. I hate it. It's like they just always, they get the empty net, and I don't know. I feel like this year it's been a lot more common for 6v5s and empty netters to be successful than not successful, which is kind of, I feel like it's been a little bit better for the, the advantage at this point. I think the offense has gotten really good. I don't know, man. I don't know. I might be I might be casual saying that, but I think that's, I think it is trending that way. I think the 6v5 has been working a lot more often. So, yeah, that's what I got for the stars. Does anyone want to add anything? Anyone?
Yeah, I actually do. Actually, I think
I saw y'all nodding a little bit every now and then.
Yeah. I think the Stars, coming off of a 3-game winning streak going into the All-Star break, that's big for his team, guys. I just want to know this is big for the team.
Let him talk. Let him talk. Stop laughing, man. Stop laughing.
Joe.
Let him talk.
This is big for the team, okay? Not only that, but the urgency in the first period during the Capitals game was something that, you want all your NHL teams to do. You want the Capitals scored and then the Stars came back and scored right again. That's what I want from my NHL team. So I'm just saying,
the resiliency,
the resiliency, right? And you fall off a little bit, but then you win in overtime from Thomas Hurley, which is, by the way, has been a great player since he got called up last year in the playoffs. I think that this is a team that's building things together, man. I think after this All-Star break, they're gonna show the potential on why they should be Stanley Cup champions.
Nice. Thomas Harley, man, that's a good call out. He's he showed some really good signs in the playoffs last year for sure.
Bro just mentioned the WHL. That's crazy. He just mentioned the minors. That's insane. But man, I just want to talk about the Pacific Division. I mean, I was at for those who don't know, we're all students at the University of Texas at Austin, and I was at one of our career fairs a few hours ago, and one of the people advertising his company was from Vancouver. And I asked him if he was a Canucks fan, and he said yes, absolutely, and he's just amazed at what this team is doing so far. And man, I can't believe they're still on top of this division heading into the All-Star break. I know the Golden Knights started off crazy coming off that Stanley Cup winning season they had last year, coming off such a great season they had after the long sports nightmare of Las Vegas, securing a Stanley Cup. But the Golden Knights, they started off so crazy this year, and I'm not going to say they're bad, but I expect them to, jump off after that little tumble they had a few months ago and stay up top of the Pacific Division. But give credit to the Canucks. They've just held on. They've been a great team all year long. Haven't lost in over 10 games now. But also the Edmonton Oilers. I mean, good Lord, they're rolling right now. 16 straight wins for Connor McDavid's boys. What a roller coaster in that division so far. They have to watch out in the division for the Oilers because maybe they come back and secure that division title. So this league all together, Nathan McKinnon's been doing obviously so well in the Central Division with the Stars. He's been a thorn on their side all year long. But I'm glad that we can go into the All-Star break with our heads held high after that big win against the Caps. So very interesting season in the West so far.
Okay. You saved yourself there. I thought you were saying that the Canucks were in the Stars division.
No, I said the Pacific Division, like right in the beginning.
No. I heard that, but I thought you were saying that the Stars were in the Pacific Division. You saved yourself, man. You saved yourself.
No.
I wish he exposed himself as a fraud that he is. I'm gonna get him next time.
That boy said he got
I didn't hear any WHL mentions, man.
The WHL, wow. What affiliate? What affiliate, Courtney?
You said what?
What's the affiliate?
My mic isn't. I can't hear you.
Who's the head coach?
Wait, what'd you say, Pete?
Oh my Lord!
Who's that coach?
Oh my goodness, he's breaking up. He can't hear us.
Oh.
He's frozen. We lost him. Dang it, we lost him.
All right,
we lost it. We lost him. Dang it! How are we gonna go? How are we gonna go on with the show?
Lights were too bright. That's what it was.
Lights are too bright. That's a pretty good freeze right there, man.
All right, yeah, man.
We gotta get him out.
He's actually lagging. All right, let's move on to the Cowboys real quick.
Oh my Lord!
Let's move on to the Cowboys real quick. He's back.
Wow! I had to switch my hard drive.
Hard drive. Oh my God!
Gotcha. Mm-hmm. So, do you know the head coach of the Stars still? I'm joking, man. I'm joking.
Come on, Courtney.
We'll get in.
No, Courtney.
Okay, so the Cowboys.
Wait, you said Pierre DeBoer? You talking about Pierre DeBoer? I can't hear you. You talking about Pierre DeBoer?
Yeah.
Great coach, by the way.
Great coach.
Yeah, great coach.
Former Knights head coach.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's talk about the Cowboys though.
Okay.
Let's talk about the Cowboys.
Yeah, no, I'm moving on for real. All right, so Jerry Jones says the Cowboys are going all in. Everybody look at the camera. All right. I mean, come on. What's going on?
This dude here. I
What's
listened
the
to that.
definition of all in?
I listened to that
him.
whole interview, man. Good Lord. You talk
What
about
did he say?
You talk about an ego.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just like he doesn't get it. He doesn't get it. Every time we listen to these interviews he has in 105.3 The Fan or any other media outlet in Dallas Fort Worth, it's the same like repeated interview. We have our guys. We're gonna try to go all in next year. Dak and the boys are gonna be ready. We have the right pieces. We just got to get it all together. It's the same stuff every single year, and I'm not falling for the dupe anymore. I can't be doing.
Accent, by the way.
Is that a good impression?
Yeah, that was great.
My Cowboys, Dak Prescott. But like Jerry Jones, it's just we're not surprised by him trying to say this. We said we want them to go all in. We've been pleading for this our entire lives. I don't expect him to do much, but it is what it is. He says this every year, so.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think he has a different definition of all in than every other definition in the NFL. I think his definition of all in is like trade for like a DT or something and call it a day. Like, I really don't know what he's thinking or he's saying. Like, it's just all useless nonsense at the end of the day. Like,
drivel,
man. Like, there's some things I can say that will probably get us banned off this platform about Jerry Jones. But all I'm gonna say right now is that he's not going all in until he no.
Oh man! Oh no!
I mean,
oh man!
I think what he means by all in is keeping all the players in the team. Keep them all in. So
disgusting, man.
Oh my Lord!
Don't change anything. Expect different results. That's every year.
Definition of insanity.
Insanity. Yep. All right.
Psycho.
Well, that's going to do it for the 214 Sports Show this week, ending it off on a depressing note. Maybe next time we'll start off with the Cowboys just so we can, because we know there won't be good news. There's no good news that's going to come out for the Cowboys within the next couple weeks. So maybe we start off with them next week, so we can get it out of the way because I don't want to end it on a depressing note like this again. But anyways, let's get the socials. Y'all could just whoever wants to go first. I don't want to call out anybody. Just go out. Whoever wants to start.
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Joseph_Duffy99. Again, I'm only on Instagram and Twitter at Joseph_Duffy99.
My Instagram, obviously. The Court Maniacs would follow tj.krilowic. If you're not following, go ahead and follow right now. And my Twitter, C_Machani. MACHANI. I never spell it out, so I'm gonna spell it out right now.
All right, and then my socials are tj.Krilowic for Instagram and tj_Krilowic, for Twitter /X. If you want to follow the 214 Sports Show, you can either subscribe on YouTube. You can also subscribe on Spotify. We're on there as well. We'll post weekly to both of those platforms. We also have a social media with X, TikTok, and Instagram, all at 214 Sports Show. You can follow us there for quick, kind of polls. We also post, just kind of a reaction to games and stuff. So you can kind of get more in depth with, some of our Dallas sports opinions and thoughts and all that, and more facts as well. So, we'd appreciate the follows on those. Anyways, that'll do it for us. We hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you guys next week. YouTube outro.